So it's been about a month since my facial neurectomy surgery, so I thought now would be a good time to do a follow-up video, show you guys what my movement is like now, talk a little bit about the surgery itself and the healing process, and just basically answer questions that I've gotten on YouTube or different emails. So to start off, the surgery took, oh gosh, it took forever. It took like 6 hours, and I was in the hospital for about 2 or 3 days while fluid was draining out of my face. Super fun. But after that, I would say the healing process was actually pretty easy. I didn't have a whole lot of pain. I'd say the only lingering effect is I have numbness all along this part of my cheek, but that's really normal, especially because I peeled the skin off, and that'll take about anywhere from 6 months to 9 months to maybe even a year for the feeling to come back. The swelling was pretty significant once I got out of surgery, but again, that took a little while to heal. I would say 2 to 3 weeks I saw significant improvement as far as swelling goes. Before that, it was pretty much like chipmunk. I have a scar, which you can see it wraps around my ear and then goes behind there. And then goes along my hairline. But that's healing up really nicely. And honestly, I think if I didn't point it out, no one would ever notice the scar just because of how close it is to the seams of my face, basically. So as far as that goes, I'm pretty happy. So let's talk about movement. The most significant improvement that I've seen is this muscle right here, the one that wraps around my mouth, which had been constantly activated, is now no longer activated like at all, which has been great. The side effect to that is it's significantly weaker now than it was before, which makes sense because it was just constantly activated, and now I need to actually concentrate to make it work as opposed to before where it was constantly working. But with exercises and massages and things like that, that'll eventually get better too. I feel like the just overall tightness of my face is tons better after the surgery. And I feel like my movement's gotten better too. So let's just pop right into that and I'll show you what that looks like. So my eyebrows, I don't think those are significantly better, but a little bit. My eyes still close perfectly fine, but that was one of the first things that came back once the Bell's palsy started healing. And then here's my mouth. This is actually where you'll see some improvement. So see how it actually like moves up a little bit? It did not do that before, and if it did, it wasn't as concentrated. With teeth, that's still not super great right now, but again, it's because this part right here is so weak, so I have to work really hard to get it to go up. So I just have to exercise it to get it better. Again, this could take months, maybe even years. See, I'll show you again. And I can actually, if I concentrate really hard, see, I can get that tooth to show up. Could not, for the life of me, get that tooth to show up before. It does make my synkinesis in my eye activate super hard, like so much so that it actually closes my eye. And I guess Botox could be an option at this point to help with the synkinesis in my eye, which did not get any better after the surgery or the activation in my chin. But honestly, at this point, I think I'm pretty good with having needles and knives on my face. I think I want to see how it heals on its own. I've been doing a lot of exercises in the mirror where I'm just watching my face move, trying to figure out what this new face is like, and see where that can get me before I look into something like Botox again. Some questions that I've gotten online was did my insurance cover the surgery? And the answer to that is yes. The insurance covered nearly the entire surgery. I had it done at a university hospital in Michigan. Super pleased, super happy with my doctor and with the team. What other things? There's no residual pain. Like I said, the only thing that I have is the numbness. And overall, I'm just really happy that I did it. I feel like before I was stuck at like 80% healed, and right now I feel like I'm like 85%, and that it's only going to get better the more that I do the exercises and things like that. Maybe in a couple months I'll do another update to show you guys how my face is looking then. But yeah, so if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments or feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to talk about it. Yeah, so